So Arsenal are going through a rough patch right now, and obviously I need to make a video so that we can re-galvanize our fan base. So every one of you, the 21 or 22 people who will watch this for the first 20 seconds, please stick by. We'll analyze everything about Arsenal and what is going wrong, what they need to do to fix up, etc., etc. And the one narrative that is very worrying for me personally is that we are so afraid of Manchester City. We are already saying, "Oh, look at their, look at Foden, look at Chucky, look at Haaland, how many goals they have in their team. Look at Nico Riley," and we are already looking at their squad and thinking that our squad is not as good as their squad is, or our playing style is not as good as their squad is playing. But I don't agree with it. Like literally 2 weeks ago, we were the best team in the world, and now your confidence is so low. We no Nobody said that we are going to be the best team in the world for the whole uh, uh, length of the season. Bayern Munich drew to bottom place team in Bundesliga in the past two fixtures out of four, whatever. In the last four fixtures, they have drawn two, and both two bottom bottom table teams, and they lost to Arsenal as well, and they are second in the Champions League. We are first in the Premier League. We are first in the Champions League, and obviously the injury concerns has always been there. Earlier we had all our attackers injured. Now we have all our defenders injured, and there is a lot of destabilization of this team. Mikel Arteta playing Timber at left back, that gives memories of bad memories of last season, and I don't think that was necessary. When White goes on to get injured, I think Miles Scully is being underused. But to say that you need to use Miles Scully ahead of Ricardo Calafiori is also pretty stupid, because Miles Scully defensively has been shocking. He has not been having the best time at left back, and maybe he wants to play in the left center midfield position, but Declan Rice plays for us there. Also, one of the debates is that Odegaard or Eze. There is no question in my mind that it has to be Odegaard, and people say, "Oh, he keeps passing to Saka." That is literally why we have become a top team. The Saka Odegaard link up is why we are where we are right now. And against Aston Villa, Odegaard was trying to shoot. He was doing decent stuff attacking wise. It was not like he was absolutely clueless, and he was just passing it to Saka. He is trying to shoot. He's trying to create opportunities, but it is just that this team does not trust Gyökeres when he plays in the attacking, when he plays striker. Obviously he'll always play striker. Merino is also very frustrating to watch. He's very inconsistent, so he also does not have that amount of trust from this team. So basically Kai Havertz is what we are left with, and I was not in support of Kai Havertz playing for us, being our main striker and for another season. But looks like we don't have an alternative. When he comes and gets fit, he will be the only option we'll have. And I think the problem with Eze is that this this area of the pitch is marshaled by Declan Rice, and we cannot uh, let go of that thing. We cannot be like, "Oh, Declan Rice will not play number 8, we'll play Everett as a number 8, and we'll play Declan Rice at number 6," which also we can do against teams like Wolves. We did it against West Ham. So what happens is our number 10 has to occupy these positions, and when Eze plays this position, he tries to cut in, but he sees that there is a lot of crowd here. So eventually he goes there, and then he tries to go in from here, but he cannot. So he has to eventually come back to the right back Timber, or come back to Saka, or give a side pass to Saka. So basically Eberechi is also doing the same thing. It's not even like he's constantly crossing from here that he's creating opportunity. So he feels very restricted when he's playing a left wing, or a number 8, left number 8. Then he can shine more. So that is why Odegaard is irreplaceable in this team. The left footed angle is also good for him to cut in and get some shots away. And obviously the team has not been doing well because our backbone, our center backs have been injured. So if this is injured, this whole area from where we pass to Saka, pass to our fullbacks, and pass to maybe Even Odegaard at times. Saliba is also a very big creative force. He makes runs from here and then he tries to make passes here through the line. Like one of the rare qualities of Saliba that is not talked about much is his passing ability. Sometimes he also goes on a run. So those sort of things, and Gabriel Magalhaes obviously on set pieces, that amount of our threat with set pieces has not diminished, but with Gabriel it is to another level. And even defensively we are not as much assured. Like when we are playing Miles Kelly, then we are also playing Hincapié, and this region becomes very much vulnerable to uh, opposition attacks, and that is why we are not that secure as a team. Looking at our fitness issues, Mosquera is out. He's out till next year. Obviously, next year is not that far away, but he's out till next year. Gabriel is also out till 27th December. Kai Havertz is also out. I don't know if these are accurate or not. Calafiori was suspended, so that's fine. Max Townman is out. Ben White is out. So you look at this, our two centre backs and right back is out. And if you compare that to Manchester City, if you look at Manchester City, they also have six players out. Kovacic, he is not a starter. He is not a starter. He is also right now not a starter. And by the way, these players are not injured. They have gone to African Cup of Nations. Jeremy Doku has just gotten injured. Rodri was obviously injured, but he was injured anyway last season as well. So that you cannot just, they have signed two players to replace him, so it is not an excuse. Like they knew always that he was going to have injury concerns before the season, and he was not going to be a regular starter in the like before the season as well. So it is not like it is a huge loss to them, but none of their players have been out for as long as, like, they were not having fitness issues before, and they obviously have the depth, they have the money, they can spend 300 million in January. So it is not like it is a fair comparison to have between Arsenal and Manchester City. We will be like, oh, why don't we spend a lot of money in January? So if you think we and Manchester City, Arsenal and Manchester City can spend the same amount of money, I don't know which world you are living in, but welcome back to from hibernation. Manchester City have a lot of money, more than Arsenal have, and like 10 times more than Arsenal have, probably. At least their spending power is like that, and it has been for a long time now, and that is why they are competing with us basically. There was no other reason for them to compete with top quality clubs like us, who have been here since the very beginning. Anyway, not talking about Manchester City and how they have risen to these heights, but personally, if you're asking me, I am not afraid of Manchester City yet. I look at Phil Foden and his form worries me, because I know, like, he the second goal he scores against Crystal Palace, that shows me that he's up for it and he's a proper player who can lift their side. Haaland is obviously in the form of his life, but if they add to it Ryan Cherky doing well, having a good season, and then Phil Foden also having as good a season as Erling Haaland is having, then they are uh, again going to be a strong title contender, and probably favorites also they can be for the title. It is just that their backline, if they have a few injuries in the backline, their midfield, the way Pep Guardiola is going to so attacking. Crystal Palace has 10 opportunities to win that game, but they could not. So they are a little vulnerable that way, away from home. They got away at Fulham, they got away with it at Crystal Palace, but attacking wise they always have goals in their team. It is not like they are solely dependent on Erling Haaland. They were initially in the season, but rise of Foden has really calmed that thing down about they are a one man team. And Ryan Cherky, obviously everyone knows the talent from Leon, and he was having physical he was having a tough time adjusting to the physicality of the league like everyone else does. But if you compare Florian Wirtz and Ryan Cherky, 100 million difference in pay, but you look at them and who is performing well for his team and who is not, it shows that you money is not everything. Not the most expensive buys are not always the best buys. And obviously that also goes with, I see fans defending Gyökeres that it is because of the system he's not thriving. I mean, like, you all just say anything just because you backed Gyökeres. You had no idea. You were just saying, "Oh my God, 56 goals in Europe, best striker in Europe, etc." That is why having like two eyes, watching the game with your own eyes, and then knowing how a player is doing and the context of his goals, the context of his performances is very important. And that is also in the analysis of Arsenal having a slump in their form right now. Context is very important. Like, we know our defense has been destabilized, our midfielders might be a little tired right now, so those things we should consider before going on to idiotic judgments. Let me say that, idiotic judgments. And what is our best team then? I genuinely feel like our best team would be Ebrecheze at left wing, Odegaard at number 10, and then maybe Kai Havertz now at striking position, Bukayo Saka. Madueke should get more minutes than he's getting. Like, even in the left wing, he can get minutes. For Bukayo Saka, he can be a good replacement. Carabao Cup game is coming up. The Inter Milan game is coming up. Both games, Madueke should be starting. Those sort of rotation should happen. And at times we have to, if we have to rest Declan Rice, or we have to rest Martin Zubimendi, we can go with our sole number 6. If we have to rest Declan Rice, we can also go with Martin Zubimendi, Odegaard and Ebrech as in the midfield. Just total football, forming triangles, have some fun with that. I want to see that as well, because technical level of our midfield would be brilliant. And if those players start combining with each other well, then it would be wonderful. And obviously I'm forgetting Gabriel Jesus. He didn't look that fit to me right now. And honestly, our best striker would be Gabriel Jesus if he at 100% fitness. If he reaches that level again of fitness, the player, I still see the player in him. He still has that mentality of taking on players, going alone and going past players, doing little tricks, cutting in, shooting, etc. Everything, he looked sharp that wise. His brain, he is confused, feeling confident. Just the fitness level, if he reaches a certain kind of fitness level, you look at left wing Ebreche as a, and striking position Gabriel Jesus, we can cause havoc in the left side. And then Odegaard Saka link up that people are criticizing right now will become tenfold stronger, and we can do something with it. So I feel all is not like all is not destroyed, everything is not going wrong, and we are not going to be chased by Manchester City just like that. I think we have fairly easy fixtures right now. We will be playing Everton away. I don't rate Everton side that much. Brighton at home. Brighton will try to play their own game, and we'll see that. Aston Villa is going to be a difficult game, but we should be fired up for that. Bournemouth away. You look at Bournemouth. They are a very energetic team, but they will get tired of having these congested fixtures. It is not like only Arsenal has these congested fixtures, and these are European fixtures. These are domestic fixtures only, and Bournemouth will also be playing these many fixtures in the December period. So I'm pretty sure that they are going to get tired, and maybe a tired performance on 3rd of January in New Year. I won't be surprised if Bournemouth are very tired at that point of time, and we have to be sensible and win that game somehow. Then Liverpool at home also, we need to be fired up for that, because the way we played against them away from home was embarrassing, was cowardly. So all these fixtures, it is not like the most easiest fixture, and you will never get that in the Premier League, but this is a relatively very much favorable. Manchester City also have easy fixtures right now, but we have to focus on ourselves. We have a 2 points lead. If we win every game till this Liverpool fixture, we'll still be at the top of the table, and then we can rotate here. Then we will have a little bit more time. We can rotate against Portsmouth, then we can be ready for Nottingham Forest, then we can rotate against Inter Milan and be ready for Manchester United. Then Kairat, we can even like match simulation or whatever, sim this match like you do in FIFA. No need, you can play your under 19s in this game. If we have if we win against Inter Milan, then will be assured the top spot no matter what, unless Bayern Munich score 5 6 goals in their last game week, which is also a possibility, but it won't be a likely possibility, and we are not going to lose to Karat at home. We will draw at least, so we'll be assured the number one spot if we win against Inter Milan. Leeds away, Sunderland at home, Brentford away, Tottenham away. It is not the most difficult thing you will ever face. We have already gone through the difficult phase of the season, so we need to be confident, we need to back our team, we need to wait for Gabriel to come back and our back four to stabilize, and then sure, I think we can buy a midfielder in the January transfer window, and that would be that. Won't. I'm not just begging you for Bradley Barcola or a Rodrigo or whatever left winger. I don't think we need a left winger right now. We have Eberechi who can play that position, but I do want a number eight. I want a midfielder who can help us rotate Declan Rice and Zubimendi more often and in a better way than Merino does, Norgard does. I don't trust Norgard, nor do I trust Mikel Merino in the midfield position. So that is that. I think our one thing is there, that we don't have too many holes in this team. We should be confident, we should be calm when these tough situations come, and even the fan base needs to back their team. They don't need to go on the doubt mode, on that PTSD mode, that oh, this happened that year so it will happen again. This is not that year, so that is not going to happen. It is not a certainty, and you should not manifest and bring that energy to the stadium, to the uh, whatever videos you make, whatever messages you are giving to the players, that oh, we are not confident, we are scared, Manchester City are coming for us. We need to be very confident in ourselves and back our team till the end, and I think we'll win the trophy. And we also have a chance to win the Champions League and FA Cup and Carabao Cup are obviously there. Given our depth, we have a fair chance to win that as well. So hold on, be calm, wait for the back four to stabilize again. And for Arteta, I will say Arteta needs to learn a few more things about, like he lets some situations just pass by him, and takes too much time to make some certain bold decisions. Like if Gabriel Jesus gets fit, he needs to play him because he should know that he is the best striker we have. And Eberechi not playing in the left wing when he initially started at left wing is also very confusing. Like, why is Martinelli starting, and why is not Eberechi starting and in the left wing when Odegaard is back and fit now, and he's not played that many games in this season as well. So those are confusing things. Why is Zubimendi and Rice not getting that much of a break as well? So all these questions are like there for the manager to answer, and I think he needs to be more proactive. He needs to find solutions before the mishaps happen. He needs to now he has so much experience now of up highs and lows in a Premier League season, going to 89 points, being like going to a semi-final with a injury-struck squad, competing with a young team with prime Manchester City and Pep Guardiola, etc., etc. He has a lot of experience, and now he needs to apply, anticipate what mishaps could happen, and act a bit more proactively, and be a more bit more positive. Focus on combination plays, focus on passing. Like Trossard, when he plays, he passes to central areas. We look more threatening straight away when he passes to the central areas. So forming triangles in the central areas is always going to be key. You have to form triangles here in the midfield. This area is where you form triangles. We form triangles here, we try to form triangles here, and then we try to go here or cut in. These two areas are the least effective places to form triangles, and Bukayo Saka has been carrying us for too long. We need to be bolder. Odegaard has a lot of responsibility. Eberechi has a Martin Zubimendi has a lot of responsibility. I'm not depending on Declan Rice for those passing combinations. I don't think he is the player who best does that. But yeah, let's see what happens. I think It's time to relax a little bit. We have a 1 week break now. 3 4 days have passed. We need to chill out a bit, and hopefully we'll show up well rested. We'll show up a lot better in the upcoming game against Everton away from home, and I don't have any doubts that we are going to win that game. So let's see what happens, and yeah, let's hope Arsenal wins the title. Bye.